Guys, push until something happens. Just a few videos in, and we already got ourselves a sponsor. It's a prominent company called Loopy Creations. They spotted us, they saw our drive, and they decided let's link up and creating something very, very, very phenomenal. So Loopy Creations is a company that deals with your market strategies, blog posts, email campaigns. They strategize your company and elevate its appeal. They also do graphic designs. I will link their contacts on the description below so that you can go in and contact them. Please do support their business, guys. It is very, very good. And with that said, they also decided to sponsor us with all their resources. Okay, even though I told them that, guys, I also want to support you, but they said, you know what, we want to sponsor you with our resources so that we can both grow in this sector, or rather in this business. They also gifted us with a new revised logo, of which I will post at the end of the video. And with that said, their sponsorship also sponsored this video, of which it speaks on networking. Guys, it's very, very important to start networking. I mean, look what just happened to us. We just got a sponsor just a few videos in. So networking is very important. You can't be in a business space and you don't build relationships. I know we informally call it connections. Yeah, you have your connections. Yeah, you got there because of your connections. Yeah, it's true. You need to get somewhere. You need to be in a certain level because of connections. But the formal word, so that we don't degrade our success, let's call it networking. We need to network. Make sure that you build a community. As we said in our previous videos, that, guys, we want to build a community, a space where people are able to sell their skills and suggest certain improvements or developments into the channel. We've been requesting that. Please do make sure that you contact us and you help us build this channel. And we also send a shout out to you as to who assisted us in building this channel, as we also sending a shout out to our sponsor of this video today, and a sponsor for the livelihood of this channel, or rather the relationship of this channel, Loopy Creations. They also sponsored us with our market strategy and our channel development. So a lot of segments are still gonna come through, all thanks to Loopy Creations, because, guys, we can't all be master of everything. We do need certain companies, and in this case rather, Loopy Creations decided to invest in this first in channel. I'm highly grateful, highly appreciative of this venture, and I hope that this builds rather a path for many other sponsors that will come through and will also share on this channel. This is the masterclass for networking. Stay tuned and up to the end of the video. All right, welcome to the masterclass today, how to network in 2024. Guys, the statistics that I'm about to go through with you are very, very scary, and you can find the stats on your Google search bars, and many articles have reported on these statistics. So about 33% of small businesses have failed in the first 2 years, and most South African SMMEs do not grow. Their failure rate is at a staggering 75%, and it's one of the highest in the world. So what does this tell you? It means that 1 in 5 businesses that are being opened, or even 2 in 5 businesses that are being opened, they will fail for their first year, or rather their first 2 years. So it means that either we open a plug, or rather a small business, it's very difficult to penetrate within the market, where you need to sell to your consumers, or rather you need to offer your skills to your consumers. New businesses registered in South Africa was reported at 486,900, and those are just formal businesses. Unaccounted businesses, those are your informal businesses, your hustles and your plugs that have not been registered, are not yet accounted for. And we all know how many of those fail. I know in one of my viewers that you have started a plug, you can't sell those products that you started, and you've wasted so much money buying into certain warehouses and so forth, and you add your markup, but you still cannot sell, and you end up selling at a loss, or rather, that stock ends up sitting at home. So our failure rate is very, very high in the business sector in South Africa. Is there something that we're missing? Let's simply stick to the masterclass and see what are the things that we in this channel think you are missing. So, according to the statistics, South Africa's quarterly labor force survey, the unemployment rate for university graduates between the ages of 15 and 34 was an outstanding 33.6 in the first quarter of 2023. Which brings us to this: self-employment and entrepreneurship have become more important among graduates due to the lack of conventional work options. In 2021, the study, 13.1% of adults in South Africa were involved in early stage entrepreneurship. But however, this is very, very demotivating. Looking at the stats, if you are unemployed, you've graduated, you have a certain skills, you hold a certain degree, you can't find employment, and there's a high failure rate of plugs, there's a high failure rate of small businesses that are formal. What do you do at the end? Now this begs a question: is there something that we are missing? Is there something that we are doing wrong? Because there's so many successful entrepreneurs that we look up to. I always say this, but they don't share what actually needs to happen so that you appeal into the South African market. But I hope with the videos that we've been publishing on this channel, at least you'll find a gateway to try and put your business into the market. So, are we failing, or are we being failed? This is the biggest question. So many economic factors halt many businesses from development and expanding. In recent time, load shedding, lights out, is the major factor. But are we lacking as well? We all know that with load shedding contributes to one of the biggest business and mostly small business failure rate. I was reading certain stats. I didn't include them into the masterclass. They're quite lengthy, but however, big businesses, your ShopRite, your Checkers, and so forth, they have reported that they've been using up in the thousands in cost for diesel, and some businesses have went for conventional generators, but those as well, they do need funds to keep them running, to keep the lights on, so that your stock doesn't go spoiled and so forth. So the percentage of failures, they will still increase, because even with this economic state that we are in, it's very, very hard to try and push where you lack certain skills, and at the same time, even the country is in a bad state that allows, or rather halts you from being able to push into the market. But some of the things that have been mentioned into our failure rate are poor planning, of which it's your business structure, your skills investment. So by skills investment, I did say in my previous videos that you need to improve your skills into studying your businesses. Improve your skills, make sure that you master your craft, so that at least your business can have something stable. And then it's your development. We need to upskill ourselves in certain sectors so that we are able to push through. Another failure, they said, it's economic projection. We don't study the market, we don't study the trends, we don't follow business news. Basically, we sell products that customers don't even need. We sell products that some of them, they need electricity, but we're in load shedding. So basically, we going vice versa with the market trend. And then it's access to finances. I won't go into funding, that will need a video on its own, and I think with that I'll need an expert. That's why I keep on saying please do comment positively on these videos, and if you are an expert in certain things, especially finance, please do reach out to us, and then we'd like to have you on the channel so that you can give us an insight. But sticking with access to finances, stable credit profile. Your credit profile matters a lot because you haven't built a business that can generate its own credit profile. So your credit profile, you need to take care of it, because whenever you apply for a loan, you can apply for a personal loan, not a business loan, and then you can reinvest it into your hustle, or rather your formal business. Reinvestment. We are not taught that a business does not take its profit in the first years of development. You need to reinvest your profit so that your brand rather can appeal more better in the future. And then your financial skills. We don't have financial skills. We don't know how to invest and calculate profits. And then your product research, product knowledge. In my previous videos, again, I did speak about product knowledge. You need product knowledge, and then your brand value as well. With everything that has been said here, you can find all these pointers on how to try and maneuver around them on my previous videos, because we have covered most of the things here that will try and elevate your business structure. But we'll never leave you hanging, because we have the versed in version, and still keeping to it and learn to learn, right? Networking objectives that we feel, rather with this channel, that if we exercise these objectives, we'll be able to gain a bit of success. So networking objectives, point number 1, reach to your local businesses and request mentorship sessions. That elder guy who has ran his shops, or rather his shop, for the past 5 to 10 years, or even the most of your livelihood, go to that person, try and source out his skills on how he was able to keep afloat for this long, and also offer your skills if you have any to try and elevate their business. We, as the youth who's trying to get into the business sector, or rather the business space, we lack visiting these small businesses that we grew up around and source their expertise on the business. We normally take them for granted, and in business, at the end of the day, it's making sure that you are selling for profit. And if they've been there for the past 10 to 15 or 20 years operating the same business, means that they are doing something right. It's just that they don't have the capabilities, or rather the techniques to elevate their business to become the next ShopRite or the next Woolies. But you, as the educated individual, you will be able to elevate their business, also offer your skills. So make sure that you reach to your local businesses and request mentorship sessions. And objective number 2, create a community of businesses in the space, in the same space rather as you. Competition can be also beneficial, guys. I'm not gonna promote colluding. I'm not gonna promote any of that, but there is good competition. If one person is selling their product in a certain area, make sure that you go to them. They are not your competition, but take lessons from them and then go sell in another area. And you guys can also come together and speak on ways that you can promote your businesses. Even the competitions commission does advise us to do that. It's just that they don't advise us to do price fixing and colluding and so forth. That's illegal, but however, they do advise that if you are in the same space, make sure that you speak amongst each other, and then try the best way to make sure that you appeal your businesses to consumers. So
Your ShopRite, your Pick and Pay, and your Woolies, these guys, they do come together and then they speak on certain products that, okay, fine, I am Woolworth and this is my target audience. So I'll sell things that look or rather appeal more premium. And then Pick and Pay would say, okay, if you're selling to more premium, then I'll simply just sell to the middle market. And then ShopRite would say, all right, if you're selling to the middle market and Woolies is selling to the more premium, I'll simply target those who are price conscious. That's how these people are able to penetrate and they still make a killing into the market. So if we all also come together, not as competition, but as we exercise rather good rivalry, we'll be able to make it into this sector because competition can be beneficial. So objective number 3, find skills you are missing and share yours also for free. Build a reputation amongst the sector you are in. For me, it's very futile if you have certain skills and um, you can see that in this economy you cannot find a job, but however you advertising yourself and you have started this small business, or rather you've started a hustle where you all need to offer your skills and you're still charging people. Yes, I understand that you need to make ends meet at the end of the day, but it's futile to charge people in the first start of your business. Offer your products for free. Go to a business that's not making enough and then you simply offer your skills. I've spoken about this in my previous videos as well, hence I'm saying that things that I'll mention here, I've already covered most of them, but this is based on networking. Build networking. I understand that we normally call this connections, but it is simply networking. Once you find people in the same space who have the same skills, you speak amongst each other on how to appeal to consumers. It will give you a competitive edge to try and sell your skills, or rather your product. And most importantly, offer it for free. Let people judge for themselves that are you as good as you claim you are, instead of charging them and then now you need to do refunds and so forth, whereby it's in an informal business, we understand that it's hand to mouth. Like I said in the previous slide, that we lack financial skills, we lack a lot of skills to try and innovate. So offer these things for free, build a reputation. And then the last objectives: attend business expos. Guys, you have no idea how these things are very, very important. Attend business expos. Some are free, some are paid. It's up to you on which you'll be able to afford. I understand that most of us we on a tight budget and so forth, but however there are those that are free and there are those that are paid. Surely I will be able to um, give you a link on where to find those business expos, and even on your Google search you can simply just say business expo 2024. They will give you all the dates, and then sell yourself and your business, then rebrand your approach. Very important, but also I won't get into much on this one because there is a video that we already posted speaking about rebranding. So guys, that is the end of the masterclass. Do stick to the video and thank you.
All right, that was the masterclass for networking 101. It is important again to build relationships with people who are in the same space as you are. And I did say that I will reveal the gift that Loopy Creations gave us today. So as we at the end of the video, please make sure that you do rate the new revised logo as well. And I will start printing out t-shirts to advertise my logo as well. When I do these presentations, I also start doing rebranding, because anything that I do on these videos, I will also exercise. So this is Mina Entle. This is the First Team channel, and peace.